the situation.
So, okay. So basically, I saw this, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about whiff punishing. Also, you can see kind of the interesting sense here. Cammy using stand fierce, far, comboing into her cannon drill, and that's mid-screen punish on stand medium kicks. So if you're playing Dalsums, you better get accustomed to punishing that button because you're going to be eating a lot of them. It's his best button at mid-range. It's extremely fast. It recovers quickly. And if you're inside the range of it, you're going to have a hard time actually stuffing it. But as we see here, boom.
Just he walked right outside the range.
Perfect
range. Distancing,
That's right. And kind of we could expand on this concept a little more to, you know, to anything. Crouching medium kick, right? Let's say you're trying to punish a normal crouching medium kick from a character. You don't always want to stick out your longest, like, beefiest poke to punish that. A lot of times what you're trying to do is stuff the end of the move.
Yep.
And you do that with kind of, you know, that's a perfect example right there. Boom. Yeah, I know, right? It's stand fierce. Another example of a poke like that would be Chun's back fierce, Bison's roundhouse, these wall pokes. They're kind of designed to stuff an attack, not necessarily like whiff punish it from mid-range. So that's kind of what I'm getting at.
And especially in this game, too, it has the priority system, right? So heavies beat mediums, mediums beat lights.
Yeah.
So that's why Chun-Li can cause Dalsum a lot of problems with the back fierce, because even though the moves, even the moves are supposed, so even if you do it early, like not even on a whiff punish time, you're just kind of space controlling. If the moves were supposed to trade, Chun-Li's just going to win.
Would win, exactly.
It's just going to win
right.
straight
so you're basically buying a frame, right? That, essentially, which is really cool, and I love that concept. Also, another thing that exists in this game is when moves retract, they leave their hurt box out there a little bit.
Yeah.
So this again is kind of, you know, helping players whiff punish, because we know it can be very difficult in Street Fighter. So there you go. Thought we'd expand on that idea a little and kind of, you know, now you know.
All right. Also want to give an opportunity here for shout-outs to Vertigear for these awesome chairs that we're sitting here.
Oh, I know. These are amazing. I can't remember the last time I sat and commentated in a chair so comfortable.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Use the code, promo code, NCR 2016 to save 10%. And this is valid March 25th through the 27th, Vertigear. And you can see the website down there, Twitter and Facebook as well.
That's right.
So very good product, and thanks for them for sponsoring this event.
And we're going to head right into the next set of pools. So we finished, I believe it was the first four set of pools, and I think we're going to the next four. But the first match that we're going to have up here is going to be CBZ Mel going up against CPR Bro David.
Bro David.
Bro David. Not Ultra David, it's Bro David.
Okay, interesting. All right, Rashid versus Ryu. We kept him up there a long time, so I'm glad they were courteous enough to wait and not just start the match without us. NCR, man, 2016. You know, I missed a couple of these, James. It's good to be back. And I've been supporting NCR for a long time, ever since it was in an arcade.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we used to have 30, 60 people over there, and it used to just be basically SoCal and NorCal kind of hanging out. And it's come a long way.
I mean, yesterday on on a lot of the streams, they were showing all those flashback matches.
Right.
And, yeah, I mean, we
I know.
can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you commentate on a lot of those. So
it's great to watch those, especially those CBS 2 ones, because you know me and CBS. Don't get me started on CBS 2. You want to see an old man ramble? Talk to me about CBS 2.
Oh man.
All right, so Ryu versus Rashid, kind of interesting match right here. Of course, you know, this is one of those matches where Rashid's projectiles not going to be as good in the mid-range because Ryu can just contest with that pretty easily. Yeah, so there you go. He's going to use it as a meaty. It seems like he's playing very safe. I actually saw Graham do this a lot. He was doing meaty fireball. It's kind of avoiding the whole Oki game.
Right.
I don't know if I agree with that, but it's definitely a tournament safe practice.
But okay, here we go. Oh no, he just drops his combo. Dropped combo for a dropped combo.
Yeah, I can't be too mad, right? He missed the forward medium punch and eagle kick right there. Ends up taking it anyways.
Okay.
And Rashid kind of still one of those mysterious characters to me. I haven't spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do, as a commentator, I do try to play as many as I can, but...
It's interesting, because the thing about Rashid, in fact, I was even talking to David about this earlier this morning, is the cool thing about Rashid and a couple of the other new characters as well, like Fang, they don't...
Ooh, good shimmy. I don't like using that word, but how do you use it
once?
I know. Shimmy.
Yeah, exactly.
Stand medium punch super.
But, the interesting thing about Rashid and Fang is they don't have previous archetypes that match them.
Exactly.
You know, you don't see them and go, oh, okay, this is another one of these kind of characters.
So it's like we get a Rashid on the screen, and I'm like, what do you think, James?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
I should put it on you. You deal with this, because I have no idea what this character is.
He's very unique and interesting.
I love that move he just did.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I mean, at the end of the day, he is pretty straightforward. Minus his V-trigger mix-up, so I think is where he shines. He hasn't had time to use that yet, as Ryu's been smothering him, but there's a lot of mid-screen far range setups. You just put it out there if you want to use the win. Instead, he just gets punched by Ryu, so...
I mean, one of the things is when you first learn this game, sometimes, I mean, this happens with a lot of new fighting games that you play, is you forget about all the system mechanics, you know? And Rashid gets those, his V-trigger pretty quickly,
he does,
you know?
He's 2 bars.
He's yeah, but we haven't seen Bro David use it yet. Yeah. And I feel like it just might be one of those things that he's just forgetting that it's there.
Also, a lot of players tend to use them in combos, when in actuality, I think Rashid's might be more successful using them in neutral.
Right. Agreed.
But that takes more experience, so that's, another reason.
Yeah, you gotta have a lot more experimentation with all of your mix-ups. He's got a lot of great movement. He can flip over your head very easily once the SAR's out.
Yeah, actually, Apology Man plays Rashid here in NorCal. He's up-and-coming Rashid player, I'd say. Also, Richard in SoCal plays him. So.
Yes. Oh, and he charged it all the way. He got the crush. Oh, nice.
Ate that foot. Took the combo. This Ryu player doing pretty good.
It's interesting because the first round he didn't look particularly strong, but then
trying to figure, test your water, see what you got. Sometimes you go a little crazy or a little too reserved, but once you get your rhythm,
that's looking good now.
Yeah, now he's looking good. He's placing his punches. Not throwing a lot of fireballs. I think he's still worried about how wild this Rashid player is, because you can never tell with a Rashid player. Right. Good tech. All right, fighting crouching mediums right here. Now he just goes back to the fireball game, getting a little more comfortable. Eagle kick, punish. Yep, nice punish.
Proper. Yeah, okay. That's one of those moves that you have to learn your punishes.
Kind of like unique ones.
Yeah, kind of like a Rolento, back in the day when you used to do the roll dash
Right.
forward.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course. Again, that was a slow one. Got him, though. Now they're going to take that one.
Yeah, it's just not safe. It's just not a safe move.
It's just not safe, yeah. Carter Gray.
Yeah.
Isn't that's Hanzo?
No, man.
He's going to be mad at me because I think he likes keeping his name a secret, but too bad.
Yeah, exactly. Carter Gray.
That's for taking my lotion out of my hotel room that one time, Carter. He just upped and ran out with it. And I'm like, I have no lotion. And I just got out of the shower, so I ran down here. And I was like, what are you doing? That's
Hanzo is the lotion thief. The lotion thief.
Oh,
dude, I can just picture him cackling.
He had 3 of them too. He's hoarding them.
I have your lotion. And then he just runs.
Man, I see James is still. That was too much. I'm sorry. I'm over that. I was moving on to something else, but I'll let you sit on it for a little bit still. I was going to say, I see a lot of faces that I haven't seen in a long time, James.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's definitely good. In FR I did as well, but it's not, it's not my hometown. So there's a bunch of people. But out here, I definitely see a lot of old faces. It was good to catch up with a lot of people. You can see they're still playing and stuff like that. So, and we've been saying this and probably continue to say this throughout the tour. A lot of people come back because they like this game. Yeah,
it's suited for a lot of the old school style. Players like Graham Wolf and a bunch of other players have just said they didn't really want to get back into Street Fighter 4 because they didn't like the way that the game felt or looked to them. But this game, there's something about this game that has this more pure feel to it because it's more straightforward. And I think it just makes it easier to get into. I don't even know if it's just a preferable style to older school players. It's just less mechanics. I don't have to learn FADC uppercuts, those kind of things. And I think that's attractive to a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it definitely stems from the pace and the interactions in the neutral game and how that plays out. And it feels very Street Fighter-esque. SF4, probably did it high levels, but I think at intermediate and beginner levels is a very complicated game. So, all right, Chun-Li is going to be some blackout and going against the Laura player. Going to be a tough one for Laura. Just from the experience I have, Chun-Li dominates this in the neutral, and it's going to be tricky stopping Chun-Li's 3-frame jab. She's going to be hitting that a lot, so gotta have the right answers.
It's just really one of those situations where once Laura gets in, she's just really got to put some pressure.
Sure, but it doesn't really work like that. I think a lot of players will tell you, okay, once you get in, that's when you work, right? But it's once you get in clean. Because anybody can get in, right? You just do a move and get in, but you need to get in on your plus. You need to get in positive.
once she starts getting that sequence going, you know,
Right.
with the jab into the bolt charge into command throws, you
Exactly. Then Laura, you know, one of the best in the game. She could just end a match instantly, but that process of actually getting there is going to be complicated.
know. I actually really like that term, getting in clean. Yeah.
There's that instant air kick. Laura does have a crouching medium punch option versus good scoop. What's the follow-up? Here we go. Now this is what I'm talking about. All right. He took the meaty, which is smart. Probably saying, don't jab me on wake up. Nice command grab right there.
Dashes forward a little. Oh, gets it again. Yeah, that's
like
a little
that.
bit of that shenanigan. Oh, he goes in again. Uses all of his meter.
Oh, he tried the dash and command grab.
Wow.
I respect the disrespect.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just got to show, oh, wow, the fireball didn't protect her.
He is thinking very little of his opponent right now, and I like it.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be comboed.
Yeah, but
that's enough.
he went out in style.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's okay.
I like that. I like that.
He wins the fans right there. That's crazy. He actually did that 5 times, like it was gonna work. Like it's the CPU he's playing.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right?
Oh wow.
Is it like training dummy? You just recorded it to do that.
See, I would fall for that though. Like I would stand my ground and be like, "There's no way he's gonna do it."
Yeah,
There's just no way.
absolutely, absolutely.
6th win for player 1.
And that's kind of the playstyle of grapplers in general, especially if they get a mix-up after that stand roundhouse, gets the knockdown and the wake-up pressure, does it again. At some point, I'm kind of waiting for what the mix-up is going to be. Or is he just that crazy?
I'll go with crazy.
I mean, there is something to be said about it. The fact that Chun-Li's jump is so large and so long that it's hard for her to punish command grabs.
Right.
But you could just instant air legs on the way up, so... They are jabbing each other. This is just slugging it out right here in the middle of the ring.
It's definitely Chun-Li one. Oh, here we go again.
He's not reacting to that. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Now
yeah. See, that was the mix-up.
It was like he spent a whole match to set this up. You know? he's like, Laura needs so much help, she has to actually lose a round for me to be competitive. Yeah. Which is not the case, but this is how he's approaching it.
Okay. All right.
Good
got
cross
in.
up.
Yeah, good clean get in.
One of the best things about Laura is her jump arc and how quick her jump is. Probably one of the shortest jumps in the game.
Yeah, but I mean, one thing that you have pointed out that's very true about both of these players, they are very jab happy.
They're just hitting each
So
other. Yeah.
frame traps are a must, I feel like,
Tight,
right now.
yeah, very tight frame traps. If you don't have tight, there you go. You're going to get jabbed out of your stuff.
Yeah, these guys are just challenging each other. All see again, low jab, low jab.
They're low jabbing each other.
Yeah. Oh, tried to use the armor through that, but there was an EX fireball, so ran out of armor points.
I always kind of am curious to see how Laura's approach using that projectile. Doesn't on paper I should say, doesn't have a lot of use because you could just get hit out of it, and you know Chun-Li can crouch medium punch on reaction basically to that fireball. So you have to find sneaky ways to use it. Of course, the EX one on the inside is good. Look at them ticking away now, not abusing that command grab. He's hoping that the setups he attempted are paying off now.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is the way he's, you know, not command throwing, the buttons that he's using are not confirmable into combos. He's just like jab, 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 or short, short,
no,
short.
I mean, I think they are on 2 hits, and particularly they would be on counter hit as well. So they are, but it's difficult.
Right.
He's not getting what he wants.
Wow,
okay, mashed out
really?
a super,
Let's just go. Let's just go.
Something's got to happen, you know. His health is going down there. Chun-Li has V-trigger.
Oh, is it? But it hit her out of the air, it looked like.
Yep, did not time it correctly, or... Oh! That's it?
Oh, he's going to combo on a super. Good confirm, and that should take it.
Boom! All right, good job from the Chun-Li player.
Laura just looks mildly annoyed when she gets kicked in the face like that.
Yeah.
She's like, oh.
She's like, this again?
This is very inconvenient.
When am I ever going to beat Chun-Li? That's a tough one, though. You know, like we were saying, she is kind of weak in the neutral. Not, you know, terrible. It's just a unique character in the neutral.
Yeah,
so it's one of those things where you're going to have to find out what to use. A lot of times you're going to have to use buttons that are not necessarily what you want to use, and you kind of have to force your way in there to get a knockdown or get a command grab, and you can see from the way you played.
And it's interesting because, you know, she is a character with extra movement. You know, her V skill lets her dash in and out, you know, so that might be a way to try to make her a little bit more mobile because she could do that with the regular dashes as well.
That's true, and she does get speed on that. We didn't see a lot of her V-trigger in play. It is interesting. I think the V-trigger is mostly put in place to act as a to
Combo
accelerate.
extender,
yeah, and also to accelerate the stun damage she does,
Yeah,
because she does a ton of stun damage. So it actually tacks on like 50 to 20 on various moves, and that's pretty huge in a game where the stun is already
pretty high. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
All right.
So we're going to line you guys up with another one. We've already had some crazy upsets. Well, I guess you can call them upsets. LPN defeating
Kazunoko.
Kazunoko,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, how could I forget? But then we did have 2 Japanese takeout, 2 American top players, Graham and Kelvin.
That's right.
Yeah, so Kelvin, of course, he plays Birdie and Vega, and Graham's just playing Chun.
Yeah, and earlier on stream we had an advertisement for West Coast Warzone.
Okay.
One of the people, it's really the brainchild of two people, and that is John Rogg. Shout outs to John Rogg. And the other one is Kai.
That's right.
A.K.A. Happy Tang, who's coming up here to play right now on stream. And yeah, you see right there, April 15th through April 17th, West Coast Warzone 5.
I still remember my first West Coast Warzone. Man, that was a party. That was like a 3-day-long party. That's all that. I don't even remember playing Street Fighter, to be honest. Like, was Street Fighter there? I don't know.
Dude, I still think one of my favorites was there was a West Coast Warzone where a bunch of East Coast players came out.
Yeah.
And there was an earthquake in the middle of the tournament.
Oh, was there? I don't think I was at that one.
And
okay.
you could see like all the
Maybe I was.
chandeliers. You could see all like yeah, it might have been a party as well.
Exactly.
But you could see like all the chandeliers in the ceiling shaking, right? And it was funny because all the West Coast, all the California players were just like
we're just chilling.
Yeah, and all the East Coast players were just like, whoa, what was this? Oh my god, what? The ground shook.
Wow.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was actually pretty funny.
The East Coast is soft when they get over here.
Dude, if you've never been in an earthquake before,
it's
that's
scary.
terrifying.
It's very scary. Yeah.
It literally feels like someone, like a giant came and kicked your house.
Yeah,
That's what it feels
it's like your first time dealing with a force of nature.
Yep.
Like, it's very intimidating. Okay, so Kai, and you know what he's famous for, like outside of Warzone and all that, is he's very kind of like trolly playstyle.
Oh yeah,
and he loves kind of disrespecting his opponent and just
his favorite pastime is making his opponents feel stupid.
Yeah,
that's just the best way to put it. And he's going up against Apocalypse, and it looks like Apocalypse is from Idaho.
Wow. Okay, there we go.
That's awesome. Good stuff to him for making it all the way out here for NorCal Regionals.
You know what I do got to say about Kai though is he comes out, like he's come out even though like he didn't like Street Fighter 4. He entered tournaments. He came out. He's always like he's always a part of the community.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the biggest thing you could do as a player. As anything, if you're a part of the community, you just show up. You know, it doesn't even matter.
Yes.
Like even if you just show up and hang out at a tournament, that's you know, it's just your presence is what people appreciate.
A lot of people actually just do that for majors now. They come without the intent of playing anything, just to hang out with all their friends that they see all the time.
I really like that. I think that's awesome. Like there's no reason to just disappear. You don't have to play competitive. Even if you just want to play and get bodied, it's all good.
It used to be once a year at Evo.
It really did.
Now I see everybody all the time, which is cool.
I know. Remember the Evos where you knew every single person in that room, or just about.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, we have players like Apocalypse coming all the way out here from Idaho. Like I said, super cool. Going up against Kai. Interestingly, so Kai is Ryu. Obviously, he's a huge third strike player, so he really likes having the parry.
Absolutely. He was really good at third strike as well. So this is, this whole fight in general, I think, is right up his alley because Chun-Li is very third strike-esque.
Yes.
So, I'm sure he knows how to approach it.
However, one thing I will say, though, Kai is not very big on Ryu. He doesn't think Ryu is a particularly strong character, but I hope he's been watching a lot of Tokido because Tokido has definitely been showing what Ryu is capable of.
Yeah, I don't think you'll find that sentiment shared across many players.
Yeah.
But
oh, you really wanted that parry.
Ryu is very strong in this game. And I actually think he fights Chun-Li very well, so...
Sorry, Kai, you don't have air parries in this game.
That would be something else.
Yep. Chop to the face.
All right, yeah, so one of the important notes about this match, probably what we're going to see if they're not going too crazy, but it looks like they are, is the crouching medium punch from Chun, there you go, and then how Ryu, and I said that very American-like.
Ryu from the bayou.
How Ryu, how he deals with it and spaces it correctly. So that's going to be really important. Because you can actually turn this match largely in your favor if your spacing is better than the Chun-Li player, and how you deal with that crouching medium punch. So.
Okay, wake up throw from Kai.
Point blank fireballs, one of my favorite things to do with Ryu. Right there, yep. See if they know how to punish it correctly. Okay, got a crush counter seed. Looks like he had an idea and dashed in with instant air leg.
Oh, if he had just jumped, he might have even been able to get a combo off of that.
Chun-Li jump? I don't know.
That's true.
That's another reason why this fight is funny. You gotta be creative on how you deal with fireballs. That walk-up parry. He did that with Gouken in Street Fighter 4.
That's the only reason why he played Gouken, because he just loves the parry.
But it never works.
Yeah.
But when it does, it looks great. There's that back roundhouse. Great move. Very underused. And it actually is good in this matchup. Oh, big combo from Kai.
Confirmed strong direct into uppercut.
Saves the super, though. Possibly...
yeah, and as does Apocalypse. Saves the super.
Dead. Stunned. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
He's out of here.
He was dead no matter what, so there it is. And yeah, look at that eye roll from Kai.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, he was just
He knows. He's like, I'm just such a better player than you.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
But, I mean, he did make a critical error not wasting a super. I think at that point, I know what he was thinking. He's saying it's not going to kill, so why waste it?
Right,
but you're actually put in a position, and I kind of agree with that sentiment, but I think when you're put in a position where doing it and bringing them down to low enough health where your next non-super combo will kill them, take that opportunity.
Yeah,
there you go.
exactly.
Now he's spacing that crouching medium punch correctly, and I think you're going to see Apocalypse try to try something new if he picks up on this.
I apologize, this is a complete tangent here, but actually I just noticed how impressive the lighting is on the stage. The characters are lit really well.
It's very lit.
Yeah, it's lit.
Yeah. It reminds me of that CVS2 stage, the London stage, I think it is.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, Billy Kane's in the background and all that stuff, yeah.
All right, Apocalypse now getting in the corner position, but that stand forward from Ryu is so good.
It is really good.
It has a lot of priority.
It's actually not amazing in this matchup, but I mean it is in general. So you can obviously you could use it.
Yeah,
but,
I mean it's a great move. Oh, let's go!
Oh, 2 roundhouses.
Okay, dude, Kai. He's so happy now.
The match in his eyes, he can just walk away.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
He did what he needed to do. I really like that though. Okay, he does it again.
Throws her out of the handstand.
Yeah, that down forward medium punch, not airborne, extremely long startup. Okay, V-trigger is gone for Chun-Li. Ryu is going to have a large advantage here if he gets that sweep and goes into V-trigger. Uh-oh. He's got to make something happen. Oh, he almost could have gotten punished with that. You should try. Ooh. Nice EX fireball by Kai. Takes that round.
Okay.
I think he's a Chun-Li player, though. If you're going to block those fireballs at the mid-range like that.
And yeah, you see how happy Kai is?
Now he's smiling, right?
Yeah, you see how happy he is?
It's like, I told you you were terrible. It's so obvious.
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
I know exactly
what
what
you're going
these guys
You're going to do that.
But I think if you're a Chun-Li player and you start blocking these fireballs at the mid-range, you got to contest them. And there's 2 things you could do. You could do light kick legs, or you could do EX legs. Both are 5 frames. I think light kick legs used to be 4 frames, so I'm not sure if they changed that, but I think they did. So, but try EX legs, right? You don't really have much to lose because it's safe.
Right, exactly. You're not going to get punished after that one. So.
6 range. So there you go. You know, might as well try it.
Yeah, once again, you know, when talking about frame data, you hear a lot of numbers out there. Magic number is 3. I always repeat that.
That's where everything starts,
3.
right?
Yeah, that if you're -2 or -1, you're safe.
You're good.
On block. Although you're disadvantaged. If you're -3 or greater, you are punishable.
Yep. So. Yeah. You know, just try something. You don't need to worry about numbers.
Exactly. Oh, nope. Didn't get his bird kick.
Didn't get his bird kick, that's right.
And might have canceled too early or too late.
That's always a terrible feeling. Better too early than too late, though.
Yeah, for sure. Fun combo, though.
No anti-air. He has an anti-air Kai in a few of these jumps. Good whiff on the sweep right there. I like that spacing. You don't want her to block that. You just want to throw it out there and hope you hit a leg.
Kai actually looks like he's trying to go in a little bit more.
Yeah, I think he feels the momentum. Got a little bit of crowd behind him.
Oh, no. Oh, hit him out of the air.
Decent punish right there. Could have gotten a lot more. Stun.
V-trigger.
And that's going to be it.
Lasts forever.
I know. Her V-trigger is, my goodness, heal? Down me, he doesn't even go for it. I respect that. He's too worried.
Yeah.
But you actually can do that versus Ryu because he can't even DP it. So.
Right. Instant air head stomp.
Right.
Oh,
Scoop.
boy, here we go. If he combos into a super.
Oh, my goodness. This could be the beginning of the end right here.
Oh.
He mistimed that stand light kick.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
been
that's
tragedy.
at that range. you know, you want to use the stand light kick when they're jumping at you at a little bit more of the 45-degree angle. When they're right above your head,
It's back roundhouse.
back roundhouse.
Actually, I feel like you should use back roundhouse. If
Like
you
most
can,
of the time, yeah,
if you can time it, just do it.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
It hits so far out. Like, it kicks straight up, but it, like, hits people way out there.
Yeah, it's crazy. And actually, in this matchup, well, hold on here. It looks like we're going to have corner pressure. Let's see what he's got. He's going to back off. Nice.
Oh,
now he
there
does
was,
it.
oh, but unfortunately.
Did it too late, so he flew over him.
Yep.
But I was going to say, in this match, Ryu's jump low kick, which I'm sure you've talked about, his hitbox is being gigantic. It actually beats her stand low kick, so you have to use back roundhouse in this fight if you want to win.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow. Big damage right here. No super. He's going to sit on it. Now we're going to get a super. Boom. Not dead, though. Overhead? Yeah.
Of course. End the round. End the round. And there's that smile on Kai's face, and now.
This is a good fight.
Yeah,
I think he likes it. I think he likes it. I don't care what he says, how much he hates what Street Fighter game he's playing. Like, when you have fights like this, that's good. You know, you like it. It's enjoyable.
It feels good.
Yeah, good crouching beam punch going to the fireball right there.
I definitely did not like the giant exhale from Apocalypse, though, because it's just definitely a sign of nerves.
Well, of course, he's from what, Idaho? Who knows who he plays over there, you know? It's not all the time that he gets on the stream and gets to play versus somebody who's been in the scene for like 50. Good fireball. Keeping her far away, pushing her back a little. Nice attack from both players. All right, V trigger in action. I like.
Oh, perfect timing.
That was
got
really
right
good.
in there and got what he needed.
Because you don't know where it's going to be every time.
Right.
A lot of players treating that forward roundhouse that Chun-Li does as if it's plus frames. It is not. Feel free to stick a button out afterwards. Oh, crush counter. What's he got?
Oh,
that's
here. Lightning kick legs instead of spinning bird. He lands on the fireball.
Lands on the EX fireball.
And Apocalypse takes it. Yeah.
All right. How about that?
Yeah. I'm going to assume that, you know, if he did play Street Fighter 4, he was a Hugo player. His whole plot is that he wants to become a potato.
What?
Look, I'm not even joking. That's seriously his storyline in Street Fighter 4 in Ultra.
You serious?
Yeah, he just wants to become a potato.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
his
weird.
whole story
He's
is
like a Final Fight character? Like,
yeah, I don't know where that comes from. I mean, like, he's German, right? I mean, like, do Germans have a thing for potatoes? I have no idea.
All right. I mean, well, Street Fighter always known for their great storyline.
Exactly.
Shout out to Capcom and the amazing storyline. And we all know Street Fighter 5 has a great storyline
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, look, they said that the story mode that's coming out in June is supposedly really robust and going to be, you know, a really, really great work of fiction. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see how that goes.
what can we say about the story in Street Fighter that hasn't been said already?
Sure, Birdie wants to become a donut or something like that, you know.
All right, looks like Guilty is up. She's been hanging out in NorCal.
She's going to be going up against Jason Cole.
Oh, the sim-on-sim crime.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say.
You know what's crazy, though, is like Cole is like the ultimate champion at sim vs. sim.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
The online warrior, Arturo. And I think he's also done really good with Champ in the past in casuals. I know I played it with Cole and Champ a lot at the house, at Champ's house, so he knows what's up. I mean, Cole's just a legend of the scene. He's been around. He's one of the first people I ever met at an Evo, and it was more than 10 years ago. I had nowhere to stay. I just came to Evo, like,
wow, okay,
like, hey,
okay.
is this Evo? You know, like with some of my friends.
Nice.
And he was like, yeah, you know, what's going on? And I'm like, do you know, like, if anybody's got a room or something? And he just like let us crash in his room with a couple of guys. Yeah. So, and ever since then, we always run into each other at Evos and stuff, and talk and hang out. So it's just cool. You know, he really loves Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
He really loves the game. That's awesome. He's a dope guy. That guy's a legend. And he is going to be going against Guilty, who's a Midwest player. Dalsum, she's a Marvel player. You know.
I mean, I've known Guilty first for Street Fighter. So.
Okay.
Street Fighter 4. First time I saw her was at a Seasons Beatings tournament.
How about that?
Yeah, Seasons Beatings. Shout outs to that. Oh, very classic tournament. Used to take place in Ohio. Yeah, I miss that tournament a lot.
season's beginning. So.
Yeah, it was right next to a Raising Cane's where I fell in love with their Texas toast.
Oh yeah,
with bread.
your one true love.
Yeah, exactly. It was so good.
Dhalsim versus Dhalsim. This will not be pretty. I mean, let's just
Well,
let's
that's
just
not
call
a
this one
stretch.
as it is. It's going to be a lot of teleporting and mashing yoga fires. Who knows? Again, though, Cole has been successful in this. Guilty, I don't know. We'll see. Stand strong. From Afro Cole. Looks like Afro Cole going on the defensive, letting Guilty kind of. Whoa, here we go. Teleport action, dives, all kinds of madness.
Medium kick, medium kick.
Yep. Oh. This is a mess. This is a mess. Nice right there. Okay, Afro Cole. Oh, no punish right there on the sweep.
Definitely a troll match. A lot of flames here.
Good defense by Cole. Cole gets hit big right there. Guilty's turn. And the grab. Nice. Wow. How do you teleport out of the grab? I don't know. I'll never understand.
Oh, here we
that.
go.
Afro Cole on the offense now. Nice slide on there, but it just didn't get the hit. The trip guard wasn't active.
Slide throw, slide throw.
Chip damage.
Oh, nice.
Jump jab.
Instant jump jab from Guilty.
And Sim has 3 instant overheads, because why not?
You're right.
Because he needs 3. No, but I do. You know, as much as I talk crap about Sim and being ridiculously good, I do feel bad for Sim players in tournaments, just for the fact. Whoa, big punish here, super.
That what they suffered for so long in Street
No,
Fighter
no, no.
4?
Even in this game, it's just the fact that Sim players are like they're liable in 2 out of 3.
Right, right.
And it's just you gotta feel bad for them. Like they stick out a bad stand fierce, and that's the match for them.
Dude, so many matches I've seen right now, or Dhalsim throwing a fireball and then like Ken skilling under
Right,
it,
like some
and then
crazy
he dies.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Ken does full screen Tatsu, gets on top of the, you know, it's just like he's right now as far as this game is, like the situations and the awareness is very low. Like the understanding of all of it.
Yeah.
So you have to understand, you know, this isn't Street Fighter 4 8 years in or whatever many years in. It's a brand new game. We're only a couple months in, so people don't know what's going on yet, no matter how good you are as your character. Oh, Cole just got duffed. Big time scoop.
Oh! Ooh. Okay, but that's good enough to take it.
That was
Guilty's
good.
going to go with game 1.
Guilty's on fire.
And a nodding from Jason Cole. Let's see.
Cole's like, I can't believe it.
Do you want to go to character select? Is that what he's telling her?
He does have a Chun-Li.
This is the 90
He also has a Bison. He plays 3 characters, so
Okay.
he's very good at all 3 of them.
Yeah, there you go. Character select.
Guilty trying to stay in the zone. I know when you see somebody like that, there's a little bit of nerves there, though. You know, there's a little bit of like, I just want to get
those
this.
headsets aren't plugged into her or into her iPhone or anything like that. So I wonder, she's just singing to herself. Okay.
But you look at Cole, you don't see nerves there. He's just another day at the office.
Dude, I mean, he's a 2-time STM Evo champion.
Sure, not many people can say that, right?
Yep, 2 years in a row, and he is gonna go with the Dictator. First, I think it's our first time seeing Dictator at this tournament on stream.
Pretty crazy. Not as popular in the West Coast as he is in the East Coast. East Coast, you're going to see a lot of Nakalis and Bisons and stuff like that.
And it's interesting because Bison's in this weird position. There's so many people. Like, if you fight a lot of Bisons, you think he's ridiculously amazing. Then all the Bison players think that, you know, he's not as good as people think.
You know, I tend to listen to them.
Yeah.
But because they know the character better. But I also think there's an aspect of that underplaying their character. So
Yeah, but look at this movement from Guilty.
Wow!
Oh, and then
really good bait
throws
right
it.
there.
Oh, and then uses the F-champ setup on the forward throw. Juggle. Oh, misses the juggle.
This is all Guilty right now. Cole's going to have to do a ton of damage. He's going to activate V-Trigger somehow. Just do it. There you go. Now just go crazy. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
Oh,
Big
gets
damage.
the counter hit.
Look at that. Let's go. Keep it moving. Makes it safe. Well, it is safe.
Pressure going.
Oh, no in here. Whip
Oh,
grab.
that should do it. That
Nice.
should do it. Yeah, Guilty now at match point versus Jason Cole.
This will be a big victory for him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, I talked to a lot of NorCal guys who played Guilty recently, and a lot of them were surprised. They're like, I'm surprised she's so good. Like, I did not expect her to be this good. So,
Oh, she's been putting a lot of work.
and it's showing.
Yeah, she started with Makoto in Street Fighter 4, then went to Dhalsim eventually.
Okay, that's a very different change of
Yeah,
pace.
I don't think this is a hit. Yeah.
No,
it's
she's
just-
going to go for the mix-up, though. Does not block
gets it. No blocks. And now.
That is so dirty.
Oh, went for
instant
the
overhead.
slide first because he thought the first one was going to be the instant overhead.
Right,
Was not. Then went low, then high. Guilty is going to knock Jason Cole into loser's bracket.
That's a tough one. You don't want to lose here, especially in NorCal. You know, our locals are killers.
Right, exactly.
They're a lot of strong players here, and this isn't, you know, we don't have the numbers that FR did. This isn't like a 6,000-man bracket or whatever with millions of top players, but
Right.
we just have, you know, a lot of good players here in California, in the West Coast, or in NorCal and in SoCal.
Yep.
So, and they all show out, they all come out and play. So it's very hard to get through pools here.
Yeah, but
you know.
Guilty says, I don't care. I'm just going to take him out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Stuff your
Well,
Californians.
she traveled for a reason, right?
Yeah,
she didn't come here to get bodied. So
exactly.
You know, you never like to see people travel and then they just lose on stream. And then it's like, okay, now I have to take my 8-hour flight back. Hold that
flight.
L. Yeah. Because the flight is always longer when you lose.
Oh, yeah. So in other words, it's long for everybody except for one person.
Yeah. Well, you can still get some
Infiltration
wins.
has some very short flights.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't even notice it. He's like, oh, I'm going to China tomorrow? Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Makes me think of that commercial a long time ago where you like, I think it was Roger Federer like buys 2 plane tickets, so one for this trophy. That, yeah, that's the infiltration flight home, right?
Oh
he has
God.
the trophy on the chair. So, but coming up next, we have MJS Haitani.
That's right.
Going up against not K-Brad, but B-Rad.
That was a good one, James. That was a good one. All right, Haitani, yeah, very good player from Japan. And yeah, one of the things to note about him, which may or may not come as a surprise to you, but or to our viewers, and it's true of a lot of Japanese players, is they do map a throw button.
Huh.
Okay, now this can be for some reasons, right? This could be because they're trying to go for that jab option select, which is essentially what you're trying to do is hide a throw tech inside a jab. It's very hard timing. It's not like Street Fighter 4 where it's common practice. It's extremely hard timing.
It's like a frame perfect 2 frames or something like that you have to do.
And it has to be within the window of the throw itself. So like all kinds of things could go wrong with that. But you could also do it with medium kicks and what have you. But and it could just be for other reasons. So there you go. Just thought we'd put that out there because we're transparent. You know, this is NorCal. We're progressive and we're all about transparency.
Right. Okay.
And his opponent, I do not know who he plays. Haitani does play Nikali. He was a Makoto player. Was he Makoto in Third Strike as well? Do you remember who he played in Third Strike?
Yeah.
He was,
Third
right?
Strike?
Yeah.
David would know for sure.
Yeah, I can't remember. I followed Chun-Li players in Third Strike. That's all I knew. Rashid of the Turbulent Wind. Okay, this should be an interesting one. I feel like Rashid, you know, he had the tools to make this an interesting fight. Mid-range game, Rashid can actually hang, and it could be, you know, it could be either way on the wake up. Both have reversals. Rashid, of course, costing a meter.
Nikali, one of the rare 4 characters that have meterless wake ups.
Yeah. How do you feel about meterless wake ups?
I think I like it because some characters should have it, some characters shouldn't.
You think should? You would use the word should?
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. All right.
Here we go. Good damage to start.
Ooh. Reset. Goes for the meaty stomp. Tried to hit a button. Fell right into the trap. Crouch jab. Mauled. I love it when Nikali does. Like, Nikali works when he mauls because he just looks like he's mauling.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just
That's
such
true.
an animal.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, look, Haitani, so close. I mean, basically a miracle Tokido comeback away from getting into second place. And a lot of players in Japan say that he is the best player in Japan right now at this game.
He's playing like it.
Yep.
No, he's about to get bopped.
Yeah.
He fell slowly off that crush counter. Did you see that? Like he fell, like he had to think about it. Like, oh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah. Is he dead? Oh, huge damage. Anytime Nikali touches you a meter,
Yeah.
look at that.
Felt like one of those kung fu movies. Like as soon as he kicked him, he felt disease. Like, ooh.
That's what it looked like, right? Like the slow motion.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there's the problem. Beneath is coaching him. That's why. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Beneath's like, you just do it again. He's like,
Pan the camera down to see beneath him.
Again, like we said, Beneath is a Rashid player, so he's actually pretty good too. He's pretty solid, interesting player. I think Beneath, I think he'd be good at any fighting game he plays. So that guy, he's really
well,
great.
he said that he's planning to win Smash 4 this weekend.
I don't doubt it. He might win Marvel too. It's possible.
Haitani right now, just looking very solid.
Yeah, I like I do like how B-Rad was slowing down the neutral though. It feels like when he gets in, he's not doing as well. He's the reversal, no respect. Like at this distance, it's a little sketch. I feel like he's losing the poke game to a superior spacing and Street Fighter player.
Yeah, and so much of Street Fighter I always like to talk about is just emotion and momentum kind of things. So B-Rad has been having so much trouble getting in on Haitani that when he finally knocks him down and gets the pressure going, it's almost kind of obvious to Haitani to do a wake-up uppercut.
Absolutely.
You know, because
100% agree.
You're just like, oh, I'm in, time to do my thing, you know, and then an uppercut.
Yep.
Yeah, you really have to read the moments properly.
There we go. Using it neutral. I like that. Gives you some time. Think about it. Moves in. Oh, he matched it. Whoa.
That was cool.
That was weird. I don't know the full effects of the turbulent wind, but I know it does some crazy stuff.
Yeah. It gives a lot of his moves extra powers like that. And in fact, it's not even just the trigger. His regular fireball apparently can do it too if you can catch up to it.
That's right. Actually, you've seen like some of those videos where he makes his reversal into like, cancelable. It's air kick. He cancels it into like dive kick, which is wild to me. Nice stand roundhouse combos. You see he got the meaty right there because he got crouched strong after stand roundhouse.
Yes, I love the fact that Haitani just dashed right in again. He just knows that the opponent is going to sit there. Yeah, see, in that situation, while they're stuck in block stun from the tornado, you can actually cancel into the V skill and take advantage of it.
Honestly, as B-Rad, that's a small victory, though, because you're not dealing with X-Factor and Nakali.
Right.
So why not? It's a small victory. EX for huge damage, and you get the pressure after the uppercut. Great job from Nakali. From Haitani. Nakali. That's a mouthful. Pretty good fight. 2 new characters represented there. Nakali and Rashid. Pretty interesting to see when the new characters fight each other because we really don't know too much about it. You know, it's like a whole new matchup developing before our eyes. It's pretty interesting. You know, in a couple years it'll all be, oh, Nakali versus Rashid? That matchup sucks, you know,
yeah, exactly.
But it's cool watching it develop.
Brand new game.
Yeah.
So, and that's the whole thing too. Is like, there's just so much new stuff going on with a lot of these characters, and you know, we've only had a month. We've only had a month to experiment with a lot of these characters.
Yeah.
So.
It's crazy. It feels like it's already been like 10 years at the pace these players are moving. I mean,
know.
It's just wild. The Earth is so flat now, like, and the information flows endlessly. Yeah. So it's just crazy.
And plus another thing too, one of the things that I did say Street Fighter 4 I think really benefited the fighting game community is that it really brought out a lot of scientists.
Oh, absolutely.
It created a lot of people who could analyze fighting games in a really interesting way. And as a result, Street Fighter 5 comes out and look at all this tech that we've already been finding. People have been finding stuff left and right super fast. It would have taken months for us to find a lot of this stuff back in the old arcade days.
Well,
you
months,
know?
it would have taken us 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's really wild, yeah.
Yeah, definitely just want to give an opportunity. Shout out to CapcomProTour.com if you're enjoying this and you want to keep track of everything that's been going on for the Capcom Pro Tour. Check it out at CapcomProTour.com. Also, look on Twitter at Street Fighter, as Facebook as well, /Street Fighter, and on YouTube.com/Street Fighter for all of the Capcom Pro Tour replays.
Yeah, and going back to what you were saying, absolutely. And I think it's showed a lot of people that, you know, you could have a place in the community without being a top competitive player. There's other avenues to express yourself, to find, you know, find setups, work on a character, become a character specialist. You don't always have to, you know, your goal when playing Street Fighter doesn't always have to be, I need to be the #1 player. You can set your own goals, you know, and kind of figure out what you like about the game. So, yeah, I mean, like, I've always been about discovering stuff with characters and kind of
that's the funnest part. Yeah,
I think so too. I agree. And it's ever changing. You know, it never ends. You can always find stuff to work on. And then it's really interesting once the game's like, you know, developed past like a couple years and you're really working on these like micro situations, you know? Like to the milliframe or whatever you want to say, but it's really fun, really interesting way to approach games.
And then the beautiful thing about fighting games too is there's just so much to learn about every character.
Oh yeah, of
There's
course.
so much to learn about every character, so it's fun to learn it. But we're gonna go with Xian versus Sudden Blackout. It looks like Xian is gonna stick with Fang. That's who he was using before.
Interesting. Yeah, Shen. You know, he told me he's not very confident. He feels Fang might be a little weak, etc., etc. Sounds like everybody talking about their character right now.
I mean, definitely most Fang players I know are pretty down on this character so far. I think the only one that hasn't been that way is like Sonic Fox, but I'd be curious to see how this character develops. Again, very unique character. Not a lot of characters have played like this before.
Well, I talked to one of the Texas players, Sweet Daddy Goodlow, who was really good Fang player. He was like, I think Fang is great. He has some problem matchups, and he felt like as the game progresses, the character will get better.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's a fair assessment of a character. So
Yeah.
I agree with him. But right now, he might be a little weak because he's difficult to
He's new. He's new.
yeah to work with.
But you know, people keep finding new things. Like David just tweeted out earlier today, some tech of somebody planting a Rio Benda mine and then using the coward crouch when someone jumped at him, so they fell into the mine.
Wow. That's
It's
a
kinda
cunning
some-
trickster.
Yeah, kind of cool things going on.
Nice anti-air right there. Sudden Blackout. We saw Sudden Blackout earlier. Now he's getting beat up. He's poisoned and in a corner. EX Fireball, very, very useful in this matchup. It's going to be your method to clear all the projectiles. Also, this is one of those fights where you're probably not going to want to fish for crouching medium punch because he's going to have the Rio Bendas up. So what you want to do is just activate when you get it. As soon as you get it, because you get back fierce through all his projectiles.
Oh, right, that's right, because it becomes it all of a sudden can eat projectiles at that point.
Right, so you don't have to commit with fireballs, you know, because he could use his dash to go under. So there's a lot of interesting things.
I like the movement from Xian so far.
Yeah, Shen playing very good. Canceled his EX Fireball right there. And again, he could cancel normal Fireball on the EX dash and cancel EX Fireball on the normal dash. So, you know, interesting mind games to play. Comes up throws right now. Nice bait.
Yeah, he tried to bait out a throw whiff. Oh, he's going to be able to combo off of that. Yes.
Nice.
There it is.
Shen
Using
takes
2
game
meat
1.
bars to get the full damage, get the juggle. Good stuff. Good start. Making the character look pretty decent.
You can see Shin's asking Infiltration. He's like, so what do you think of my Fang now? And he's like, nah, character still sucks. Character still sucks.
Yeah, Infiltration's like, play Nash.
Yeah. Like, Sean, what are you doing?
But you know, I mean, the thing about Xian is he likes to play the unusual characters. I feel like he thrives on using unusual characters.
He likes those old guys. You know? I respect the old masters.
He likes the old Chinese guys.
Yeah, because I asked him too. I was like, if they put Oro in the game, would you like that? He's like, how do you know I liked Oro? And I was like, just a wild guess. Just a wild guess.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go, back to neutral. It's always interesting to me when Fangs are winning the neutral versus Chun-Li's because they're understanding something.
Right,
You know,
right.
They're doing something right.
I will say one thing though, I kind of do wish that they pulled a Rising Thunder and made Fang speak Chinese.
I really wish
Yeah.
that would be. Or if they made like, you know, his English voice or his Japanese voice Chinese instead of, you know, one of them. Just pick one. I don't care.
Well, good stuff right now. Xian now on match point.
Yep. And again, she has Sudden Blackout has a lot of meters, so he has a lot of EX Fireballs to blow through whatever's going on. It just doesn't seem like he's, you know, he got crossed up right there. Now he's got him in the corner. Oh, this is gonna be big stun
wow.
with the poison ticking.
And the poison's just the Rio Bender, she got up into it, goes for the throw. Look at this pressure. Wow, rush down.
This is just a mauling in the corner. Sudden Blackout has no idea what's going on. The overhead.
It's an overhead,
Yeah.
same way
Ace.
to win both rounds, yeah.
Yeah, it's very difficult if you actually don't know the match because there's a lot of, you know, little tricks and traps that he could throw out. So you really got to be prepared for all that stuff.
Very odd normal moves. He has a lot of interesting normal moves.
He does, and they're not as good as they look. Some of them aren't, you know, so you have to know when to take advantage of certain situations.
Yeah, when I first played against him, like, it just looked like he was, like, flailing.
Right.
I had no idea what was
but
going on.
once you start to kind of, like, you know, taken that information and you're like, that's the move I need to punish. I need to stick a jab there. He becomes a lot more limited, and then I think, you know, we'll see what actually happens to the character.
I'll say one thing about him, just a little fun trivial fact about him is, you know, he's obsessed with the number 2. So I do like the fact that most of his moves actually are 2 hits.
2 hits.
Yeah, I think it's
and
really cool.
And you know what's cool about those moves is a lot of them do full damage if they only hit once as an anti-air or something.
Oh, really?
They do,
oh,
the
interesting.
like stand medium kick, it's 2 hits, but if you hit it as an anti-air, it only hits once, right? But it does the full damage. So.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have some more Street Fighter V action. The next match that's coming up is going to be Guilty, who we saw earlier, going up against one of NorCal's favorite Third Strike players, Rom. So stick around.
Round 1. Fight!